to learn how to create a designer game in Scratch. So I've done this like twice or once before, but nobody cares. Anyway, so this time I'm going to be teaching you all these 3 types. So firstly, you create, obviously. So the first one I'm going to create is a character designer. Like, of course, I don't really have any character to use. So for those other people who don't have any character to use, well, there's this character. Where was it? Then there's this character over here. There's 3 of them, but and other than that, then if you go here, then you'll find this and 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 this, and they are meant for this that you will find in here. So anyway, since I am a very lazy person, I'm just going to do this because of how lazy I am, and because I'm too lazy to create my own character. So after that, we're going to choose a sprite and click shirts. So now we can drag it while we are in the editor, of course, but if we set it to full screen, we cannot. So we're going to have to add a when flag clicked, and then after that you will add set drag mode draggable. So now when you can drag it while it's here, of course you can drag anything while it's here, but when you full screen, you can still drag it. So the next problem is that people are just going to be mindlessly dragging, and of course the clothes will not automatically go on it. Like, that's just not how it works. So after that, we're going to add a forever and add then, and you're going to add if touching mouse pointer. You're going to change this to whatever the name of this is. I'm going to change it to C. If touching C, then. So now you're going to have to find the X and Y position that it will be perfectly on. So X0, Y0. So not Y0, but X is really 0. So now I'm going to go to motion and go to X0, Y4. So now as you can see, you can drag the clothes, but when you drag the clothes on, it immediately snaps into place like that. But then you can drag it off. As long as it's not touching it, then it won't snap into place. After that, you can add something else, like add this, and then this is supposed to be an X, 0Y0, and then just do the same thing for it. Okay, so you can see if we drag it here, then it's going to go to the middle because it's still at X0, Y4. So I'm going to pause it. I have a Scratch add-on for pausing, but if you don't have Scratch add-ons, then you're going to have to stop the project instead. So drag it into the correct position. Okay, so x will be 0, y will be negative 84, of course. So now we'll plate x. So now this isn't toggled. So now, as you can see, we can do this and we can do this, and overall it's working well. And after that, you can add anything else that you want. Well, I am too lazy to add anything else right now. So next, well, I'm going to just delete everything, because next there's another kind of designer, which is a room designer. So if you want to create a room designer, so you cannot choose a backdrop and just choose a room and then expect it to magically become a room designer. Of course not. And you can also not select you also can't select the things in it, because it is bitmap, and if you convert it to vector, then this will happen. Everything will just be joined together. So we're going to have to use our brains. So firstly, I'll convert it to bitmap. I drop this and create a square over this. I think it's better to do this in vector. I'll create a square over a few places, like here. So if you don't know what I am doing, I'm trying to cover the places that have objects on them. So I'm going to cover over here. Then copy, paste, flip horizontally, and put it over here too. So after that, I'm just going to move it down a little. To move it a little more up. Oh, this is so annoying. Anyways, so I'll make this taller. That will get another square. Put it over here. And after that, we are done with covering the floor, but not the walls. Okay, so after that, we're going to do the same thing for over here, except that we're going to drop this color, then add it, then send it to back, then set this to back. So now it is done. After that, do the same thing for the other two sides. Well, as for the other two sides, you might want to use the point editor, because not using it would take quite long. So just edit the points. Okay, so whatever you do not add a curved point, except if you are looking for a different kind of room that I am not making, that has curvy places here. I've never heard of a room like that, but whatever. But if you don't want it to be like that, then do not make any curved lines. All of them have to be pointed. Copy, paste, flip horizontal, and put it over here too. So now this room is empty, and we've done what we were trying to do, make it empty. So anyways, cover up some very tiny imperfections, like over here. Just look for tiny imperfections and cover them. Whatever, you don't have to do that. Don't do that. Anyways, after that, I will group everything. Oops. I'll group. Then I have to move it back into place again. Okay, there. Now we finally done doing that. And now, so firstly, we're going to just plan how our room is going to look. This is how it originally looked, so you can use some of these things that are here. I can cover it a bit more, copy this bed, paste it, and so now, as you can see, nothing has happened. So yeah, anyways, after that, we're going to have to, since I don't really have any bed designs or anything, then you can use the design of this bed, because I'm not going to share the project, so nothing will happen to me. So anyways, I'm going to edit the points to match this. Oops. And also, while you are making it, I think everything should be curved, or else you'll face some consequences. So I'll start with everything being pointed, then I'll create one that's curved for this small curved part. Other than the curved parts, everything should be pointed. Ignore what I said about everything being curved earlier. Okay, so don't do that, and you can just let these things go. Okay, ignore what I just said now. So anyways, after now I'm done with this, and I'll make it to be this color. Okay, now it is done. So I'm going to make this part. Add a rectangle. Its fill is going to be this, and I'll add it. Then I will edit its points. So yes, you should just edit the points the way you did this second one, the one we just did now. Then put this over here, and it is looking quite good. So now you can group these two. Well, it doesn't really look like a bed anyway, so I'm going to move this away to make this part. So I'm going to create a circle this time, because most of the points will have to be curved. So I'm going to start editing the points. edit the points the way you did the last two, of course. So next, make the ones that are supposed to be pointed because some of these aren't supposed to be round, they're supposed to be pointed. Like this is supposed to be pointed, and this one is also going to be pointed, and this one. So anyways, after you've solved all of that pointed problem, now you can move this over here to check how it looks, and it looks okay. It still doesn't look like a bed yet, but whatever. We're not going to group these though. Next, we're going to create yet another square. Make it fill to be this color. Oh, it is just pure white. I should have known. So anyways, I will edit the points again. I don't have to say that you should do it the way you edited all the other ones, blah blah blah. Okay, so anyways, that is done. I'll copy it, paste it, put it on this side. So this is already taking too long, so I'll just pause the video and do all the rest without talking. Okay, so I finally finished, and here is how it looks. It looks like quite bland because I didn't add any outline. So anyway, after that, we'll duplicate it. I'll search for bed. No, not bedroom, bed. Oh no, I'm not looking for shopping, I'm looking for images. So I'll see lots of bed colors. So now I'm going to add another costume and change this color to maybe white, and I will add outline to the pillow so that you'll be able to know where the pillow is. I'll make the outline gray. Also, most people don't have this opacity slider. You may be wondering why you don't have it. It's because it is also a scratch add-on, and if you don't have scratch add-ons, then you won't have opacity slider either. So anyways, after that, I'm going to change this one's color to gray. Okay, so I'm going to change both of these. Their color is going to be black, or maybe darker gray. So anyways, this bed is quite a gray bed. So now we can put it in our empty bedroom. I'll just keep on adding different designs for it. Like maybe there's going to be one where the bed will be blue. Oh, this is purple, not blue. Yes, blue. And the bed sheets, and the pillow, I'm going to leave it as white, and we can change this to blue or whatever, just a dark blue. Okay, so I've made 3 costumes and I'm not going to make any more. Because I'm quite lazy. Maybe I should change this to a lighter blue. So anyways, after that we are going to add when flag clicked well, if you want them to be able to like rearrange the room, you can add a set drag mode draggable, but if you want everything to be fixed in place, then don't. So then you can add when this sprite clicked, then next costume, but there's immediately going to be a problem that arises. Also, I'm going to add a forever here for happiness. Anyway, there's going to be a problem that happened. Not going to go directly to the next one, or most of the time that happened, but that doesn't happen now for some reason. But just add with 0.001 seconds. Just, you should just add it, and it doesn't make any change, except that there'll not be any glitching or anything. So now we are done with the bed. So I made mine to be rearrangeable, so you can drag the bed to somewhere you want it, like if you want it here or here. Or also you'll notice that if you drag it, it doesn't change. Like it's expected to change when you drag it, but it just doesn't. So anyways, let's go back to our not empty background. Well, I'll make the bed to not be flying. I put it here. Okay, so anyways, after that we're going to make this bedside table. So we're going to create another sprite, and you can take the bedside table out of here, copy, paste. I don't know what kind of table it is. This is a bedside table, or maybe a side table, maybe a side table, or nobody knows what kind of table it is, but I don't care. Anyway, so after that I will just do what I did for the bed. So I'm going to pause the video and just do it right now. Okay, so now I finally finished the bedside table or table or whatever. So next I'm just going to search for bedside table, cause whatever, I'm just going to assume that it is bedside table. So the ones I found were brown, so duplicate this and make this one, all of this color to be brown, a light brown, or maybe a bit darker. Okay, this is good. Oh, also the outline going to become a dark brown. And as for this, we're going to change the fill to the outline, but a bit lighter. And as for this one, the fill has to be exactly the same as the outline. So anyway, we will also make a third one. Maybe it's going to be blue, like there's a blue bed, blue, and lastly there is blue. So anyways, now that we have, oh no, accidentally deleted the second costume. Now that we have done, we can just copy the code from here and add this. So now let's change back to our empty room. So now we can change how it looks like by clicking on it. Can make it look the way it originally looked, and then we can also drag these things to rearrange them. Like maybe I want this table on this side and the bed on this side. And also you may notice that they can overlap, but in the instructions you can add that if they overlap, just click on the one that is over, just drag the one that's overlapping slightly, and then it's going to be fixed. See? So anyway, that's the end of today's video, because I'm already tired. I would have made this longer and added all the other stuff, but I'm too tired to do that. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell. Bye!